to the channel. Now we've got an 11 plus question. So what we've got to do is, given this fact over here, so 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus all the numbers up to 47 plus 48, 49 and 50, that all equals 1,220. And what we've got to do is use that fact to then figure out the sums to these numbers over here. So let's have a look at the first one. Now what's the differences here? So as you can see, this one starts at 11. But for this sequence, we've also got a 10 put onto the left-hand side over here. And then on the right-hand side, our original sequence stopped at 50, but this sequence, we're adding on an extra 51 here as well. So this sequence, without the 10 and without the 51, gave me 1,220. So all of these numbers from 11 all the way up to 50, just like we had there, equals 1, 2, 2, 0. But then what we've got to do now is add on the 10 and add on the 51. So add 10 and add 51. So what are we doing here? Really, we're just doing 1,220 plus 61. So my answer there is going to be 1, 2, 8, 1 overall. There we go. First one done. Now, looking at the next one. What we can do is link this back to the original sequence. What I'm going to do is start to write the original sequence out on top of this sequence here. So we had 11 plus 12 plus 13. And then the next thing I'm going to do is maybe write the last three numbers in that sequence as well, which were 48 plus 49 plus 50. Now, what we can see is from our original sequence, which was 1, 2, 2, 0, if we have a look, the 11 has been doubled in this sequence to 22. That's been doubled as well. That's been doubled. So is that. So is that. And so has the 50 as well. So every single number from our original sequence has just been multiplied by 2. And so what that means is then that our total here is also going to be twice as big for our new sequence. And so overall that would be 2,440. So there we go, that's the second one done as well. Now, looking at the last one. I think what we've got to do here is actually use this sequence that we've just worked out the total for, because that is very closely related to this sequence if you have a look at the numbers. What I'll do is I'll take this sequence and put it just on top of this one. So we'll have 22 plus 24 plus 26, and then you've got 96, 98 and 100. And we worked out in that question that was 2,440. Now look what's happening here. That's just one bigger than this. That's just one bigger than 24. That's one bigger than 26. So as you can see, all of the numbers in our new sequence are just one more than the numbers in our old sequence. So what we've got to work out is how many numbers there were, because we need to add 1 for every single number that we had in our sequence. So the challenge here is now, how many numbers are there in this sequence? Well, the numbers in this sequence will be exactly the same as the amount of numbers in this sequence. Now, if you really wanted to, you could write out all the numbers and look at how many there actually are. So you could go 11, 12, 13, 14, and go all the way up to 50 and count all the numbers if you really wanted to. The fast way to work out how many numbers there are is this. You can do 50 subtract 11. So So that's going to give you 39. Then add 1 onto it, because when you do this, it never includes the first number. So in total, there are 40 numbers in this sequence here, which means there are 40 numbers in this sequence, because we didn't add any extra numbers on for this sequence at all. So all we'll need to do is add on 40 to our number here, because there's going to be 40 ones. So our final answer here would be 2480. Or if there's another way that you can think of solving it, put it in the comment section. Okay, hope that was helpful, and we'll catch up for another video very soon.